Auschwitz is, of course, a symbol that is recognized all around the world. But behind the symbolic knowledge that people understand that something really terrible happened in Auschwitz, sometimes they do not know all the details.
Auschwitz is the largest cemetery in the whole world. Lots of people have been murdered there, and a lot of their ashes remain.
It was eye-opening, seeing the places like the crematorium and the blocks where people lived.
This kind of things makes me very emotional, and I feel kind of connected to those people who were victims of the concentration camps.
There are voices that are crying from the dust here, and they're wanting to tell their stories. And thankfully there are people who are committed to preserving those stories.
What we're trying to do is to go through any documents available and drew from those documents any personal information, and then thanks to putting them in a computer database, it is much easier for us to go through this information. There were so-called political prisoners.
We started a project in 2019, a project that would bring us more information and documents. We actually received like hundreds and thousands of documents because of that, because of the project.
BYU also has a strong, not just interest, but we value preserving life histories.
Each student that BYU sends over is one extra set of hands to help with this big project of matching all these names.
Auschwitz really can't run without these people who are, volunteering their time. It's very helpful for them. I think it's so powerful, the work that we're doing.
Engineering solutions that...
So on a daily basis, I'll come to here to Block 24, and I'll go to the reading room where there's computers, and with those files on the computers, I kind of transcribe what they have on record to their database. And a lot of these records are like records of the prisoners that were taken down when they first got here to the camp. And I transcribe that into the database to help match these prisoner identities to each other.
Because we are having the students, we can definitely make this whole process of analyzing the database faster. Without that, I think we wouldn't be in the place we are right now with the database and the progress of it.
I firmly believe that documents are a strong connection to the past. You're able to see history through a different lens.
When I first got here, they told me that they only have less than 20% of all of the people who are here at Auschwitz. And so each record and each fact that we find out about these people and input into the database is one more person that they can help find an identity for.
One example of this is in our collections there was a child's shoe. They were able to decipher the name. It was the name of a Czech Jewish girl. And then with this name, we could research through the Czech archives. And then we knew who this girl was. But then we could continue searching through our databases. And it turned out that we, as the memorial, have the suitcase of the uncle of this girl, who was also deported to Auschwitz. Thanks to our work, the work it is done in the archives, in the collections, the continuous research, creating those databases and trying to put all this information to be researched later, we could recreate another story.
I think that there's something sacred about touching history. You look around here and you see so many lives that were lost. And when a student comes here and has that firsthand experience of walking on sacred ground like this, ground that's stained with the blood of innocent people, and also has the chance to be able to piece together their histories, there's something quite powerful about that experience.
They actually are an amazing help to us with transcribing those documents and analyzing them and putting the information from them into the database. They are putting a lot of effort to that, and we can see that, and we cherish every single work they've done.
This is a place that I think everyone should visit at least once to learn of what happened here and to always remember it, because as you remember history, the less likely it's to happen again.
We always stress that we're doing something good. During my time here, I felt a really deep connection to the people in the documents.
I came here as an intern and then I stay as a volunteer. And I was doing that because I'm finding it very rewarding and I see the importance of this work. So that's why I'm here, I'm doing that, and I'm very glad that I can be part of it.
This is not a concentration camp anymore. This is a memorial that preserves their story. So I think what we want to do with everything we make here is to make sure that their stories will not be forgotten forever.